Well, welcome back to Me and You Outside. I am still in Columbus, Ohio, and going to be here just a few more days. But I just made a video that you may have just seen about me cooking some bluegill on a grill. Well, I'm back out and I'm at it again, and I'm fishing the city parks ponds. Now, Columbus is a little bit stranger than a lot of cities around. A lot of cities in their park ponds, you cannot fish. You cannot fish in ponds where I live and in the different towns around where there's a city park and there's a pond with little fish in or whatever. You can't fish those places. But in Columbus, you can. You can fish them all. And they're stocked with all kinds of fish. Some of them have trout in them. Some of them have, of course, largemouth bass, smallmouth bass. They have a lot of bluegill, stuff like that. And I'm going to fish. I'm at a place called Whetstone Park. I don't know much about it. I don't even know what kind of fish are in this pond right here. But it's really clear, really pretty. But I'm going to try it. I'm going to start out with a worm and a bobber. I just want to see if there's some bluegill in here. Not necessarily going to keep them on this round here, but I'll see what's in here. And hopefully I'll be able to catch some fish and you'll be able to see that. And I may, if I catch some bass today, I might keep a few of them and cook them. And I don't know how I'll cook them yet, but might grill them because I think they'd be pretty good grilled. We'll try it. But stay tuned. We'll see what happens. It won't take long here to find out if there's fish in these ponds. Got me a fish on a worm here. Don't have a clue what it is. It is a bluegill. It's a pretty nice one too, boy. If I was keeping bluegill to eat, that would be a good bluegill to eat right there. That's probably big as any of the bigger ones I caught yesterday, right there. That's a nice fish. Nice bluegill. Okay, well, there is fish in here. I really did not know. I just assumed there was. I just whopper ploppered a bass in this one of these little ponds here. 2-pounder. Can't believe that. Caught him on top water. I need to find out what the length limit is here in this. I just think I might keep him. Oh. Good bass right there now. I don't care where he's fishing at. It'll be a good bass. Settle down there, boy. Well, gotta go back and get my pliers. Left them on the bench over here like a doofus. Another bass. Can you believe that? I found out the length limit is 18 freaking inches. That's a pretty big bass. Now I've got one on here. It's probably, I'm gonna say he's 15, maybe 14. Not big enough to keep. Oh, how I wish he was big enough to keep. He's about the same size as that other one, really. I think there's some in here and probably some other ponds I'm going to fish today that have bigger ones than that in there. So maybe some 18 inchers. He's 13 right there. He's not real big, but you know how it is. Fun to catch. Goodbye, feller. A whopper plopper. So I'm at Three Creeks Park. Got a huge lake here. Looks like about, I'd say 20 acres. So it's gonna be something else to try. I don't know. Looks good. We'll find out. Stay right there, something bound to happen. Believe that? Oh, he's coming out of the water. Oh, he's a keeper. Yeah, he's a keeper. He's probably 4 pounds. Caught him on top water. If I can keep him out of them limbs, he's headed toward them limbs. Come on, buddy. Stay away from those limbs. Get back over here. Oh boy. That's a good fish. I think that's a keeper. I'll have to take him back and measure him. The old whopper plopper. He couldn't resist. If he's a keeper, I'm going to keep him. I'm going to cook him. I know you Buckeye people will be like, oh man, turn that fish loose. A lot of people are like that, but it's a big old pond. They stock them every year here in Columbus. I'm pretty sure he's 18 inches. But I don't have a measuring tape on me, so I guess I better go to the car and measure. I've got a measuring tape of the car, for Pete's sakes. It's way over yonder. Ugh. Look at him here. There's 9. I don't know. I'm afraid he's 16 inches. 9. He's just under 18 inches. Son of a gun. I may walk back to the car and measure. I'll let you know. All right, I just read the regulations and I was wrong. It's 12-inch minimum length on largemouth bass. And this rascal right here, as you can see, he is about 17 inches long. So he is a keeper fish. Caught him out of this big old pond right here, city owned. So I'm gonna keep him and I'm gonna take him and cook him. So you're gonna wanna stay tuned to see how in the world I cook this largemouth bass. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. There's lots of options on cooking fish. So I'm going to cook him in some way. But regardless of how I cook him, I know he's going to be good. So you're going to want to stay and watch and just see how good he really is. I am back on the Scioto River, close to where I was when I did another video. Bluegill, grilling bluegill. I'm close to that area, but I'm only about 25 feet, 30 feet from the water here. I set up on a concrete table. It's gonna make things easier today. I got my charcoal going there, as you can see. And I got my fillet board about ready to use it. Got my big old nice bass. I had him on ice for about 4 hours now, so he's cold and stiff, which is how I like him when I go to skin him. So I'm just going to fillet him out here. I'll show you how I do that. Again, that's not a big deal. Everybody knows. Got some peppers and onions here. I got foil wrap. I'm going to wrap the fillets in foil with peppers and onions, salt and pepper, maybe a little garlic salt, garlic powder. And I'm going to cook it on top of this charcoal grill wrapped in foil. And I can guarantee you it is going to be so good. Finger licking good is what it's going to be. So stay tuned. I'll show you how to fillet this fish in just a second. All right, it is fillet time for this bass here. I have me a fillet board right here. I bought that at Walmart with all my other stuff when I did the other video on bluegill. But it's a pretty simple fillet job right here. It's gonna go right behind the gills. I'm gonna go down to his backbone. I'm just gonna come right along that spine. They're a little tough. A bass is a tough fish. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this fillet completely off. Lay it right there for now. While I'm doing this, I'm just gonna open up his gut because it's just full of something. And curiosity just kills me on this kind of stuff. I get so curious about these. Well, he got himself a nice big crawdad right there. And another crawdad. Whew. Swallowed a big one right there. Good grief. He was a big eater. Surprised he went ahead and bit like he did. Sometimes knee-jerk reaction. Again, I'm just going along the spine here, cutting this right off, this fillet. I'm removing the fillet completely. Now I've got this carcass right here, which I will toss in the river. Or at least toss that direction. Now, I'm going to fillet this meat off of here. I'm going to use this little deal right here. See that? I never used one of them in my life. Let's see how that works. Well, it's actually holding it pretty good. Ha! I gotta take that rib out of there. I'll do that in just a second. Oh, that's a beautiful fillet. Beautiful. All right. I'm gonna fillet this rib off of here. When you do that on a largemouth bass or even a walleye, there's another good piece right here on this fillet, on this rib right here. Keep your knife pretty flat. You can peel it right over there. See that? That's a pretty good hunk of meat right there, honestly. Now, this is clean and ready to cook. Lay it right there, do the same thing to this one. Again, you get this kind of a strip off of a walleye and a bass. Again, that's just a good little strip of meat. Don't want to waste it. There's a fillet, good fillet, ready to wrap in foil. All right, get my foil out. We'll start wrapping this, put it on the grill. The grill is really hot. Let's go. All right, got my fillets ready now. Bass, all the time in ponds, will have worms in them. I only found one in this particular bass right here. See that little yellow right there in the middle? That is a little worm. People get all freaked out about them little things. Oh, the bass got worms in, throw it away. Nope. Now I'm not gonna, since I pulled that worm out of it, I'm not gonna put it back in there. I'm gonna take it out and get rid of it. There it goes. It's on my thumb now. Now it's on the table, it's gone. So I can look through here and see if there's any other worms in there. If there was, it wouldn't bother me at all, because when you fry them, you fry those worms up and they are gone. One worm, huh, not bad. All right, I'm gonna salt and pepper these and put a little garlic seasoning on there. And they're gonna be ready to put in the foil, which is trying to blow away on me. Garlic seasoning. I'm gonna wrap them in this. Get ready to wrap. I'll show you here in just a second. Got to use both hands. Full ready right here. I'm going to spray it with some vegetable oil. Put a good coating of it on there. You don't want too much oil, but you want enough. Lay my fish fillet in there. I'm gonna lay one fish fillet and then lay the that rib meat right there on it. I'm gonna get my peppers and onions. Gonna put them on there in no certain way. Now I'm just gonna roll this up, bring it to the edge. I'm gonna roll it like a burrito. My wife says good luck with that, because I'm not very good at rolling burritos. All I'm gonna do is crimp the ends of this. Crimp the ends good, that's it. That's rolled like a burrito. We'll set it on the fire, which again is already good and hot. Oh my goodness. All right, second one in, lid on. I'm going to open this little fire up because the fire, it calmed down on me, which is good. Wind trying to pick up a little bit. All right, I'm gonna show you here in a minute what this looks like. I changed this a little bit. I went ahead and I changed everything and laid them, took them off the grill before they got hot and laid them long ways instead of across. Laid that one long way, kind of made a boat. I'm gonna fold it up like that, crimp the ends real good, and it'll be ready to put back on the grill. They look so good. I put the lid back on the grill and kind of shut it down, so now I'm waiting for it to get hot again. It's starting to smoke now. Getting hotter. It's gonna take a little bit. Anyway, I was sitting there thinking about this, and I thought, wait a minute, I'm gonna go ahead and fold it and but do it long ways. No particular reason. I think that'll keep the oil and everything together with the fish and the vegetables a little bit better. So that's what I did. No big deal. Just made a change. I think it's going to help things. Hear that? I don't know if you can hear that or not. That's sizzling. The sound of goodness. Man, they look good. You see that foil turn brown like that, and you hear it sizzling, you know it's cooking. So I'm pulling them off of there here shortly. Stay there, see what it's like. The time has come to eat a largemouth. And I know all you bass fishermen out there can't stand it when us crazy redneck fishermen, country fishermen eat bass, but I tell you what, they're awful good. Now, I caught this at a city lake in a park. I don't know if it's good eating or not. It was kind of murky water. Some old lady come up to me. I mean, she was crazy, but she said, that fish won't be no good. That fish won't be no good. Don't eat that. Don't eat that. It's nasty, nasty now. Well, whatever. I'm gonna try it anyways. I don't care. I've eaten some nasty fish in my time, but I don't think this fish gonna be nasty. Now I already took them off here. You can see, and that foil is hot. If you unwrap this just a little bit here, you'll see what I got in here. I mean, there's some good stuff in there. These peppers, they seem done. Try one of them. Ooh, they're hot. Oh, they're definitely done. They're really soft. If the peppers and onions are done, I can assure you this fish is done. Okay? See that fish? Covered up with peppers. Look at that. Oh, man. Let's rearrange this camera. All right. I'm going to take a bite of this fish. And I believe it's going to be good now. I know it's a pond fish. Sometimes I have eaten pond bass. I've eaten a bass one time out of Lake Fork, Texas. Horrible fish. It was really nasty. It tasted like the lake. And I've eaten fish out of different ponds that taste, you know, weird. But I'm going to take a bite of this largemouth bass right here. See that steaming? Got a little charcoal brown on it, which I like that a lot. I'm going to try it. I'm going to be honest with you. If this bass tastes like that pond, I'll tell you. Okay, if it tastes nasty. It don't taste nasty at all. I'm gonna take another bite to make sure. Huh. That's really good. I'll show you something about largemouth bass. Probably one of my favorite fish is walleye, right? Because it has such clean white meat. So does largemouth bass, clean white meat. Largemouth or smallmouth, both. In the fall of the year, I'll show you how to, I'm not going to show you too much about it, but we're going to catch a lot of bass on top water in the fall, and I'm going to show you how we cook those, and they're so good. I tell you, I love bass. You bass fishermen, don't be ragging on me, okay? I have caught bass in lakes and turned them loose, just like you guys do all the time. I just don't do it all the time. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to finish this bass and these vegetables. These vegetables, I'm not kidding you now, they're good. They're so done. See them onions? Peppers. Don't y'all wish you were here, for Pete's sakes? I miss my grandkids. I miss my grandkids here helping me taste all this because they would jump right into this. Jackson and Brinley would love this. They like peppers and onions, you can believe that, for kids. All right, well, one more big bite just to tantalize you and make you mad. Telling you what, that is really good. That's really good eating. Well, there you have it. I'm gonna finish this off. I'm gonna sit here and eat both them fillets. They're all of them. Hey, the little, oh, by the way, that little piece I took off of the ribs, right there it is. Okay, that's it right there. It's a really good piece of fish. No bones in it. Just a really good piece of fish. So if you ever skin a fillet of walleye or a bass out, be sure to take that off that rib because it is a good piece of meat that goes to waste if you don't. Thank y'all for watching. Me and you outside appreciate you being here, and appreciate you being with me on these fishing videos. Hunting season's coming, trapping season's coming. A lot of seasons down the pike coming that we're going to be enjoying together. But I appreciate you subscribing to my channel. Thank you very much. And be another video coming real soon, right around the corner.